take the plastic
Take the plastic off or something and make like a little car. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, man. Cover it and two-legged shit. Why not? Awesome two-legged shit. And you get the job done.
It's 9 o'clock, so I did have to start the stream because that's when our audience tunes in. On the dot. So, audience, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, we got a viewer already.
Yeah, audience, we'll be starting, as soon as the host gets here, probably. Ray Holland.
We should have a call-in session. Oh, shit.
We could do that. If I had his phone up, right? Yeah.
Could you do Google Voice on the computer?
You could do Skype, you could do Google Voice, you could do... But we don't have a host. I'm sure as hell not hosting again.
You should put like something up on stage, like an inanimate object, and then
Cutout, yeah.
pass the mic around the crowd, and then just speak as that object.
Yeah, I'm sure he's coming.
Even when Ray House hosted this, I watched it.
What about Ray Howell?
Even when he's hosting, he's up there.
I've never seen him host anything. So maybe he's not a reliable host. I don't know. Like, I've never seen him host.
He doesn't show up and he's like, oh,
really?
yeah.
That'll be interesting because I'm not expecting him to be that cordial. I'm expecting him to go, all right, it's your turn now. I don't know. I can't picture him being formal. Who's this? Oh.
Oh, man, I got our hopes up.
I always do that when we're something.
Playing this song, I don't want to be famous. Is this anti-showbiz show? Hey, there's Webcast show. Number 3.
I just need the host. You guys, you got Ray's number per chance?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, really? You should probably call him. I don't have his number.
He's riding on the spaceship right now. He's like, I can't hear you. I'm in a spaceship. You guys were Jamie McJammerton. That was like the coolest stop for a pee I ever had. I was like, concert in the basement? And I just go, ooh, this is cool.
I booked him once for Punchline and he didn't show up then either. So I guess he only shows up when you don't get booked.
We know he wants to show up because he's been liking every post leading up to the event.
I parked my car and I feel actively participating.
He knows about it.
So I got paranoid. I was like, I gotta move my car, man. And so I went and moved my car and I couldn't find a spot. So I was like, fuck. I'm driving back to my place. I'll just stop over here for you real quick. So I went to pee in the alley like 3 hours or something. And then, and then you guys were here just jamming out. I don't want to leave at first, but I got booze at home.
I just know one thing. I'm not hosting this time. Anyone else can do it with me.
As he continues though. He's I'm not hosting, guys.
No fucking way.
I'm sidekick. Me? Host? No! I am not hosting tonight. He's standing in front of the mic.
Yes.
Nice out. How about that weather?
It's pretty keen.
Yeah, we got all sorts of stuff for comedy acts, for variety acts. We got enough people to begin, I think. We just don't have the magic host, the magic person.
Well, when they come in late, we'll shame
The
them.
ringmaster. Ringleader. Is it ringmaster or ringleader? I always get those mixed up.
Depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, ringleader is for like wrestling, I think.
Ringleader's like criminal organizations.
Yeah, like the leader of a pack. He's the ringleader. He's running the ring.
Yeah.
And then you got You got
Master.
Who was the other one?
Ringmaster?
Ringmaster.
That's like a circus guy.
Yeah, that's the guy with whips.
Yeah, he
He's
whips,
the fun master.
Yeah.
whips the shit out of those elephants.
Yeah, instead of people. This time.
You don't whip the people either, the circ freaks.
No, people didn't want to wear silly costumes and get whipped by a man anymore. They put them on animals instead. Because animals can't speak English. So.
They tried to have a lawsuit saying that like dolphins are people and theme parks are slavery.
Well, dolphins never call me on the phone, so I don't know if it's in person yet.
I never had one time a dolphin complain to me at the aquarium. Like, hey man, the conditions here are fucking ridiculous. You see this shit?
He's snapping.
These motherfuckers are mistreating me. They violated my animal rights.
Yeah.
Someone stole my cheeseburger. I asked specifically for a cheeseburger.
I said cod, nothing but cod.
Yeah,
Can't handle the mackerel.
So I did just nasty.
I get here, they got nothing but mackerel. Bullshit.
So did you try calling him?
I texted him.
Alright.
Give him a call. I got the number a while ago. There's a good chance it got disconnected. You know, Ray.
Yeah, that's cool. You just wait a little bit longer. It's only
Yeah, that's usually that's that from old so familiar sound. Boom, boom, boom. This person's phone is not on. They're probably having financial troubles in their life. If you know where they live, you should probably go by their house and make sure they're not cutting themselves.
This is my jam right here, man. We're in the middle-aged white lady.
I gotta figure out what
They love this, man. Let's go. Let's get down. I might even go to Alice's and sing this tonight. Anybody up for some karaoke?
Oh, yeah. So yours is I'll just get going. No, thank
Monday, right?
Yeah. What's your name again?
Armando.
Armando. Andrew.
Slide on down. Dude, they talk about cocaine in this song.
They were doing shit else. It was the best time in America. That's the coolest hip cocaine. This is like the hippest, like, matter of fact,
Like the Eric Clapton song. That's just like too blatant, like cocaine. Yeah.
By the way, excuse me, sir.
What about I Get a Kick Out of You by Frank Sinatra? It's a really
Huh?
casual.
Yeah, that's like a real, like,
cocaine.
backdoor slider fucking...
Some people like cocaine.
Yeah, like, hey.
I like you.
I get a kick out of it.
Is anyone watching this?
One person.
Alright, so, person watching, are you Ray Howard by any chance?
He's sitting in his office.
This is the way you can respond. Like, respond to us.
Yeah, you're supposed to be here.
Identify yourself, watcher.
Yeah, please comment or something. Please comment on the video. Let's see what's going on. In like 10 or 15 more minutes before we just have someone fill in for the first part of the show. I'm sure he'll show up eventually. But
We'll ad-lib it. It can't be worse than last week's show.
What else would he be doing tonight if he's not here?
he definitely knows about it. I
Furious
know that.
masturbation.
Yeah.
Like real angry masturbation. A lot of hate. They're like, no one's gonna, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on.
anything?
No.
It's from last week. Oh, okay.
There's not enough casual drug talk in the music today. Like, no one really brings it up. Like,
Yeah, no
like
one slips in the fucking Colombian.
Right?
Like it's China.
Right?
Like you almost think it's some
Like it's
fresh.
where a kid can hear it and say it, and you don't feel bad about the kid singing the song. Like, you're like, okay.
It's talking about drugs.
It's pretty easy because Molly is a person's name.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't be hard.
Molly and rap songs like
I've heard
crazy.
Molly a lot of rap songs lately, and I was like, the black people found ecstasy like a whole lot later than everybody else did.
White people were doing it like 12 years ago.
Yeah, right.
There are kids that have been born from just Molly.
Right.
And they're already in
Sorry, what is your name? Okay.
Go let my dog out. Ray Hollow.
We're waiting.
That's why we got the casual chance.
Is that how you say Ray's name?
Yeah, hello.
Robert, that's Constantine. Next baby.
Check out the scary one.
Scary, right?
Yeah.
That's plenty scary too. You just take a picture, like it's like one that you gotta keep.
Maybe Ray's in there.
Ray's in there.
He's like, thanks for calling. I was stuck in here, dude, since last week.
Someone's
It's
coming.
so hard to open.
Better be a new person.
Fuck it, I went all the way. I went the wrong way down.
Okay, good. Two people. Okay, good.
So
Okay,
you guys
good.
all formed together
Okay,
and
good.
then made Ray Holland.
Okay, good.
Ray
There's a lot of people.
I'll be the head.
That would be the coolest
I don't
rock
know if people
ever.
watch the show. No one that hosts it, so for backup.
I guess I'm gonna give my seat up to a girl.
Oh no, I
Oh.
all day.
Oh, it's all good.
It's all good.
I got the jitters anyway, so.
It's a gentlemanly thing to do.
I stand up and drink anyway. I like it that way.
Yes.
My legs
None of that relaxing too much while you're drinking.
I got a little bit of Jack in there.
Drinking a little bit. I got a little bit of something I'm gonna go grab real quick and start this party off real quick.
How many people signed up?
Yeah.
I guess we
I took the third spot. I know what's happening.
I think I'm 7.
Does anyone want to sign up who's not signed up to perform a 6-minute set of stand-up comedy?
Nick Barr is gonna come by.
Okay, cool. You don't want to do it for the first time. First timers, good place to do it for the first time. What do you call it? What's the hymen or whatever? Ooh.
What do you call it?
Oh, Jack, that's so big!
Oh my god. Is that a tostada? Yeah.
Tostada.
Tostada. Did you get it from the California thing? Or yeah, please, it's pretty good. Alright.
What do you got there? Oh.
The next week.
We'll get to that here shortly. Well, this is post all the songs where all the girls were too young to have sex with. This is like post early 70s, right? So after the 60s, people had a lot of problems with chicks who were too young. According to music, like if I had music as my only guy, but like,
You're much.
like there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like she's way too young. But I do it anyway.
There is free beer.
They were like, I'm famous. I guess I can fuck teenagers now.
I can do it.
There's some beer in the aisle back here.
And write a song about it. And fucking like.
Yeah, where should we go? Which one should we go?
Can I keep it like a dog for the beer?
No,
want to do it.
you
It's
just
like
say you should go to
Yeah,
the
Yeah, I don't want to. I'll put a dog in
Any
the
other
box.
teenagers out there?
I've gotten away with it a lot of times.
They might throw it away.
Dude, I wonder how many of these rock stars did. I mean,
Dude, it's a common theme. The Animal Boy did like very
Tame Impala elephant or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
she comes back, dude. Have you ever seen Raging Bull?
Psychedelic rock.
No, older movie.
Fuck is Ray Howard? Out of all these people, none of them are named Ray Howard.
Yeah, Robert S. was there. It had Robert De Niro in it.
The boxer. Well, he owns like he owns like he was like.
Yeah. It's not satisfying though. I wanted to see him be Ray Howard. I want to impersonate. Could impersonate him.
And it turns out something happened and she was 14 years old.
Yeah.
He ends up in jail. He ends up the scene where he's punching a
Oh,
wall.
he's standing there.
Way in the middle of the wall.
Why would they mark it? I knew it was too good to be true. Like when you notice at some point, it's like, this is way higher. This is way better than.
Watching this? Someone watching
You don't know how to
this?
make X over easy, you're not
Yo, is anyone watching? Alright, yo, people watching, we're gonna be starting soon. We're waiting for our host, who I booked without really getting his phone number. Did not talk to him in person or anything. I only communicated him. The only way I talked to him is via,
No, we all witnessed it. He said he
he
last
said,
week.
it's friendly on camera, so, yeah.
We have it on camera. We have it documented.
I've only talked to him since then via Facebook likes. He
I
just
just
likes
sent out
shit.
like a TV for him, and there's no
Who's that?
dice on
I see a shadow. I'll take your word for it. Alright, well we got even more people. My lips. How's it going?
Mike is gonna go.
Show the cat.
On Belmont in California, right?
What? Free. Come on. At that little bar.
It's only like, yeah, it's like 0.6 miles.
Across the
It's called,
street,
yeah,
this place
it's called the Beer Temple. Average driver, I guess, even though it's pretty.
Next block over. It's right across the street.
Who said that?
You should have told me. I would have gone.
I won't say no, it's not gonna be a butt. I'll say the butt, but, you know.
Here, this is on camera, so let's make a barter system going. You can get this piece of duct tape for $1, and then you give that piece of duct tape to Tim, and it's a piece of $1.
Alright, I can see that we're getting impatient here. Eyes on me.
Are we gonna start the show?
I'll give him, alright, fine, I'll give him 5 more minutes, so that
Let's
means,
play one more groovy tune, and then like.
like 9:25, we'll start it, regardless if it was here or not.
Yo, Chris.
Did you bring the? Is everything down here? The phone's on
Yeah, everything's gone.
airplane.
We're in business. Immortalized. Whose shadow is that?
Not right out.
Not very Hollywood.
Yeah, it's still probably come. It usually comes pretty late.
You wanna? Just gonna host.
Oh.
I tried finding one when I was walking down outside.
I did it already.
Did you guys go eat before this? You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss
It seemed like I had a vegan dinner.
You had what?
A vegan dinner.
Where?
Who do you
Where?
At my house.
Oh yeah?
God damn it.
Who made them?
Me.
What was it?
Pasta.
We're gonna get some beer. What'd you have? Carrots or what is that?
I think you're good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit. We're gonna get some beer.
Doesn't he have beer?
We're gonna get some more.
Okay.
I would take that. Sure. I'll pay for it, sure. Sure. Alright.
What was that all about? And are they suspicious people, or should I go and beat them up and rob
What did you say? I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's always good.
I didn't hear anything.
Don't
What
trust them,
happened?
beat them up and rob them.
Let's just be
They won't
moving
come
around.
back again.
That'll make a good first impression.
They ain't coming back here no more.
Okay, I see what's going on.
I'm the
Who's
house
on the lip
security
side?
guard.
Right. You need somebody scared. You need some white folks scared.
To the core. That's another way I can see this ending. Just getting this shit kicked
Go ahead.
out.
So for now, we have a backup.
See, I can't be a
We
hitman, but
have
I
a
wonder if I
backup
could do
call.
that.
Seems like it's got a
Have a
fire.
firm where we just like move into a neighborhood and disrupt everything.
Mm.
People pay.
You want to sign up? You want to go up?
We have to move.
Test.
I lived in a neighborhood where that happened.
Zach,
Like
you
an
wanna go?
all-white neighborhood where everybody would get up, get everybody together, go play baseball.
Alright, so we did reserve I did manage to reserve a co-host, or get a backup guest host,
Like, it's just like, wow.
Mark, but
It's amazing.
one more thing, if Ray shows up, I will have to dethrone you as host. And are you
We also
theatrical?
went from a place that only had like 5 nights.
Can I quickly see a clip of your stand-up?
I said we went from a place that had like 5 people to
Thought you
that had like
easily-
Yeah, right, Hal.
Alright, fine, it's fine. Really? Do you need any equipment?
I just keep my lights on.
Alright.
That thing about basement lights.
That should work, I guess.
Fucking.
Oh, you didn't know that's a California?
Go ahead and do that.
Oh,
Damn it.
Alright, we'll just do
Are you
that.
offering it?
We'll start.
Is it vegan?
Is that okay? I'm sure it is. Sure, look at you.
You don't want this? No, I don't want it. Thanks, Zach. I'm pretty sure it's vegan.
Is it bigger microphone?
Yeah, there's some Mexican food you can pass around.
There's no meat in this microphone.
No animal products.
Oh.
What is happening everywhere? Everything's cracking and breaking and doing stuff.
This basement hasn't seen this kind of action since like 1966.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. We got a comment on the video.
What?
Someone named Jeff just sent us a colon. So that's good.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Thanks,
dude,
Jeff.
I told everyone at work to watch this shit. My boss's name is Jeff, 100%.
Does he
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, we saw you, Jeff.
have the emoticons? It's just a colon.
If you can hear us, Jeff, you should like.
Expand on your.
I see where you're going with that thought.
Yeah, that's weird, 100%.
Man. So Pat, do you trust me not to tell stories you told me about your boss to this podcast?
I can do that.
I don't think I've told you any stories.
Yeah, I was going for a stick, but yeah. That's true. You have
I know, I felt like I had to kill her right there.
You didn't want that to go anywhere.
I'm gonna go to work on Monday, HR's gonna call me in.
You talking shit, man.
So when did Jeff make the advance?
I always hate hearing that. You go like, why don't you just tell me what you want to talk about? Right here. Why you gotta take me out here by myself? I want witnesses and shit.
I didn't punch you.
I fired people where I thought for sure this guy's gonna punch you. Like, I'm like, this guy, he's gonna get all aggro.
I'll introduce you.
You know what? You think you got a job, don't you?
Go on, spell your old stupid ass funky phone. You go, man.
Thinking that you working You gonna get your pension, motherfucker. Guess what? Your wife's ugly.
I got better shit to do. Don't need this shit.
And you know what else? That cake you brought in for my birthday tastes like.
So thanks for coming to the Friday Open Mic Webcast episode 6.
Yeah!
My name is Pt1.com,
Are you
but that
hosting?
doesn't matter because all I am is the producer of this. So I'm going to be out of here. Maybe I'll do a set and bomb. So we do have a guest host, and I'm going to bring him up as soon as I can get rid of this iTunes window. Just one quick announcement. I don't have an announcement. I just wanted to say that because it seems important. Seems like I'm important if I say an announcement. We got free beer. Oh, that's the announcement. We got free beer. We got free PBR. That's the only thing I have to announce.
Yeah.
So,
We didn't even get from the couple ducats.
without further ado, I'm going to bring up our guest host, Mr. Mark Glatt.
Oh, yeah!
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jim. Okay, we're gonna get this open mic underway pretty soon. Andrew, you're gonna be first.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. But I'm gonna open with the song. Now, a lot of times, you know, I listen to the radio and this song comes on and the verse is like awesome, right? It's like rocking. I want to rock out to it. Then the chorus comes in and it becomes the worst song ever. And I wrote a song about it. It's called Heavy Metal Verse Emo Chorus. This is a verse, this is a fucking badass. First time that you hear it, you are gonna wet your pants from the time you're high till the day you're done. If you play it for your girlfriend while you bang her, she'll come. And the chorus is emo and a whiny, sometimes emo. I don't have to sing the next part. My team can sing it for me with their broken hearts. That was kind of fucked up. We're so sorry if I'm mad. We are still the heavy metal badasses intact. Now I'm the kind of bad guy all the assholes want to be like. There's no way a warlike like me can't have an emotional side. And the chorus is emo and a whiny, sometimes emo. If only my girlfriend got me, I'd be more of a man like Ice-T. By now it's obvious I'm not as bad as I seem. Banging your mom's not really how I got my STD. But I still produce on it when I jizz and when I pee. If you don't believe me, there's a hole in your girl's panty seat. Okay, let's be honest, I didn't really write this song. My daddy wrote it hoping that my mom would sing along. Now I'm such a, what the heck? Why am I still joking when you know what's coming next? Then the chorus is emo and a whiny, sometimes screamo. My girlfriend doesn't get me now, yet somehow I love her so. The chorus is emo and a whiny, sometimes screamo. Before you think we're losing steam, if we were really dishonest, we wouldn't be in the mainstream. No, I smell it. I was actually going to open up with a joke about HBO, but you'd all have to wait 10 seasons for the punchline. Andrew, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Without further ado, here's the first comic of the night, Mr. Andrew Burcastro.
Yeah. All right, guys. Give it up for everyone who lives here for hosting this thing. I would never let this happen, ever. Just so you know. I did do my dishes for the first time in a month, though, so if it did happen, you guys would be good. Guys, I had some flies in my apartment the other day, I gotta tell you. And then on yet another day, I had even more flies in my apartment. It didn't occur to me that these flies were gonna mate, but I am glad someone's mating in my apartment. Am I right? I am. Guys, I went to confession the other day, and I like going to confession, because it's really the best place for me to brag about my sex life. I go in there and I say, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 8 months since the last confession. I had premarital sex twice, count it." The priest always goes, "You know, son, in God's eyes, one time is too many." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." The best part about that joke is I had to exaggerate it to make it more believable. Just so you know. It's been over 8 months, guys. Let's not get crazy here. I was going somewhere with that, forgot where it was. So now it's just out there with no punchline. How many viewers we got on the internet right now? 2 viewers. All right, that's not too bad. Is one of them still Jeff?
Jeff. I think so.
I lost the approval of Jeff right now, guys. That's what happened to me. I have an audition coming up to be a stand-up comedian, a house stand-up comedian for a burlesque troupe, which is weird. But it's because I got the email and then I went to their website to make sure I was prepared for the interview. And it's really the only interview I've been to when I've seen naked pictures of the person who's interviewing me already. So that's going to be interesting when I go there. But really, I don't so much want to get that job as the stand-up comedian as much as I want to get the job as the hype man for that burlesque show. 'Cause that seems like so much more fun. So here's my hype man for a burlesque show. So guys, do you want to go to a strip club but are just too well educated to condone that type of behavior? Check out this burlesque show. It's great. Also, Type 5. It's going to be awesome. Come check it out. Invite friends. That's my burlesque show, kids. Guys, I have material. Don't worry about it. I got called wise the other day. And I think when you get called wise, it just kind of means that you agree with old people, is what that is. So if you want someone's opinion as to whether or not the music should be turned down, I'm your guy. Just so you know. I really admire these people that leave all their money to charity in their wills, because there's not a more noble way to express how much you hate your family. So guys, I was at work today, and work as a lifeguard these days. I was saving this kid from drowning, and that kid, didn't say thank you at the end of that. So I felt, a little bit rooted out, and I kind of regret that decision when it comes down to it. So, I'm just saying, it was a clutch move. You weren't there, but given the opportunity, I would have, not done that. All right. So that's an anti-punchline right there. So, guys, what else am I going to talk about? Sir, what am I going to talk about next?
The amazing porn curtain behind you?
The amazing porn curtain behind me. This is truly an amazing setup we got going on here, by the way. This is, you can barely tell where we are right now. It's awesome. What? 4?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, four people watching this. Awesome. Give it up for that. 4 people at home. I was like, is this guy lighting me at 4 minutes? I'm not prepared for that type of timing. And then I wasn't prepared timing for that, so it threw everything off. So guys, porn curtains, right? So guys, here's, Mark, I'm going to need your help with something right now. You're going to give me my intro again. Hold on just a second. Should I introduce you?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Vercastro.
So what's the deal with these Amish people, right? I mean, come on. But Amish people, anyways, guys, Amish people. The weird thing about Amish people is that they kind of chose to just constantly die. That was basically their plan for that. I could go into an Amish community, and I bet you within one day I would bring some disease into their culture and kill all of them. That was what would happen. I saw, I've only seen, and I've only talked to, and it was like 3 sentences to one Amish person before in my life. And this is gonna be hard for you to believe, but the Amish are overweight. What is going on with that? All they do is raise barns all day. That's very tiring. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's not tiring if you have like cranes or something, but the Amish and their beer. So guys, anyone know if the Amish can read? Is that a thing? We can answer questions about the Amish here? All right, fine.
They're definitely not watching.
What?
They're not blind.
They're not blind, I know, but I don't know what their education system's like. That's how that works. They wear glasses. I saw that movie, Kingpin, so they have glasses. I know that for sure. So guys, I work as a substitute teacher. That's why I'm concerned for these Amish readers. It's a valuable skill, I think. But I like being a substitute teacher because it's a good way to watch the same 45 minutes of a movie 3 times a day. That's pretty awesome. I like working with kids though. Some things are better with kids than they are with adults, and that's true. The other day, this kid was telling me a story about nail polish, and I was listening to it. Alright, so guys, I've ran out of things to talk about again, so what am I talking about next? Traumatic camp experience? Okay. I was in weird camps as a kid. I was in junior lifeguard camps, and now I'm a lifeguard now. And so really I've done like nothing to advance my life when you think about it. But I was in junior lifeguard camp, and I had to swim. You had to be able to swim like really far in order to be able to do anything besides like stand in the with your feet in the water. So then I went out like past where the boats aren't allowed to cross anymore, like past the buoy dividing line. So I just swam out there, and then I didn't think I could swim back, and everyone left the boats. So I was just treading water out there, and guys. That child version of me, amazing athlete. Totally did not drown. Head above water all the time. Nowadays, when I actually have to carry people out of the water, don't know if I can do that. That's weird. You're all saving me. I worked out for the first time in like months, guys, today. So that happened. I don't know how I'm going to be carrying people. It's my concern. That's what I'm saying. So also traumatic camp experiences. I was about 8 years old when I found out I couldn't throw a ball across the plate. That was terrible. Almost as bad as drowning, I guess, guys. Alright. Found out in summer camp, I don't think I have any punchlines for these guys. I do have stories, so that's happening. In summer camp. Found out in summer camp that cheese doesn't spoil, which wound up not being true, so that's awesome. In summer camp, you can say son of a, and then you gotta choose which word you pick next, or else you can get in trouble with camp counselors, that's for sure. Son of a gun, totally feasible. Son of a bitch, what's your guess? I don't know. So, I don't know if this audience suggestion thing's gonna keep working out. I also don't know, is someone timing me? Because you guys... Oh, okay, good.
Someone timing me.
If I'm going nowhere, I don't want to be up here for 15 minutes.
I've done too much.
Because I am not going anywhere. I mean, you know, it's kind of funny. Look at my shoes, guys. This is pretty crazy. These have giant holes in them. I have 3 pairs of shoes, so I'm doing all right. I didn't have to wear these tonight, so we're good. These are my... I don't want to have to tie laces type shoes. And I wear, yeah, there we go. It's also my, if I step in a puddle, my socks are going to get wet, but it's a chance I'm taking type shoes. The rain means it's not snowing though, so give it up for that. That's good. Alright, I'll close on a joke. Guys, I was wondering, guys, am I still young enough where I can kill someone and blame it on Mortal Kombat? Alright, I don't know who's coming up here because something happened with the host, so... Rehab, everyone!
Oh, yay! Alright. We got a good show going already?
Yeah.
Why didn't you wait?
Good.
Alright, that's cool. So how's everyone doing?
You know you can still do
Good. Hey, Roman. Hey. So yeah. Well, on the way here, I stopped into a CVS, and on the way in there was a bum. He was like, "Hey, can you spare some change on the way out?" I said, "Well, if there's not another way out, then you got it." And then I crawled out through the ventilation system. Completely avoided him. Yeah, I did that. Yep. I'm a good host. You heard the expression, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You heard that expression? That's a weird expression, right? Like, who the hell came up with that? Who knows how to skin a cat in multiple ways? You know, someone made that expression and they knew there were many ways to skin a cat. I mean, why not, there's more than one way to slice a goat's face. Or, there's more than one way to shake a hamster to death. There's just so many ways. in which you can tell how many ways there are to have ways. I am not good at doing more than one thing at once. I can't multitask. I've tried to multitask. I can't do it. I've tried. I tried to take a pee while brushing my teeth. I ended up vomiting while brushing my penis. So I don't know what happened. Something did. I tried to eat my oatmeal in the bathtub. Ended up taking a shower with Wilford Brimley. Drugs man. We're in there lathering and don't know how I got there. Tried to have a threesome with a black and a white girl. Ended up masturbating to the Patty Duke show. You know that. Is this thing going? Yep. It is. Do y'all think I could play for a second? I can't play anything. So older women, they are getting more and more attractive. Any older women in the crowd? What does that even mean? It's not a good question. I know. People are sensitive. But older than, anyone older than 80 in here? No one over 80? You're not over 80? No. That'd be stupid to ask you. You look like 30. So. Okay, well, older women, they are getting more and more attractive. They say that 60 is the new 40. So 60 is looking good. And dead is the new 80. So dead is looking all right. Hey, how old is that bitch? She's dead. She looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. How many people we got? Is there a list that I can,
It's on the computer.
It's on the thing there? Oh, it's just...
Number 2.
Oh, cool. We're on number 4 already?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep going. So I woke up one morning in bed with a boner. And I said, whoever's boner this is, please get it out of my bed. I don't want this boner in my bed. You know, I'd prefer to have a bonerless bed. I recently broke up with my inflatable girlfriend. Yeah, she, when I first met her, she played hard to get. It was a high ceiling and she was filled with helium. Very difficult. Involved a ladder and all that. And she broke up with me. It turns out she was too materialistic. She didn't like the new car that I bought. It was a convertible. As soon as I put the top down, she was gone. I'll never forget her last words. Wow. Never forget those words. Words that will haunt me till the day I die. Speaking of dying, I'm dying. I got a call on the phone the other day. I picked it up, and the caller on the other line said, you will die in 7 days. I was like, whoa, wait, are you talking about business days or regular days? What are we talking about here? And he had hung up. I star 69. I was like, hey, this is Ray. He's like, oh yeah, hey Ray, you're dying in 7 days. I was like, yeah, I know, but how am I going to die? He's like, well, a Japanese girl is going to come out of your television set and is going to murder you. And I said, well, I don't have a TV set. He said, oh no, that is not good. That is not good. Do you have an iPad? I said, yeah, but it doesn't have Wi-Fi. It's like, oh, no. This isn't working out. I don't think you're compatible to die. All right. I lost my spirit during that one. The spirit that I had. All right, I'll end on these few and let you guys do what you do. I'm gonna leave. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm a little. Is this being filmed?
Yes.
Are you serious? You started it? And I've been doing this shit? What the fuck? So I'm terrified of ghosts. Terrified of ghosts. Ever since I saw that movie, Ghost, I'm terrified of ghosts. I'm terrified I'll be making a clay pot and Patrick Swayze will come up behind me and sensually ruin my pottery. I don't want that to happen. That would be terrible. So I work out sometimes. I go to the gym, yeah. And whenever I go to the gym, after I lift weights, I always go running. Because I don't have a membership. I get out of there as soon as possible before they notice me. So my endoventricular optist said, I don't know what I do. Yeah. Man, I have a memory of a fucking idiot. Can't remember. So, can we get cue cards next time this happens? Okay. Oh, here we go. I remember the last two. So, Mike, let's get back on track. We're filming? Now we are.
6 viewers.
We are 6?
6 viewers.
That's it?
Yeah.
Kind of what?
They come later.
Like how many?
I don't know, depends. You get a lot of views after
500?
12? No, 500.
8?
That would be good though. 6?
Okay.
6 is pretty good.
6 is good?
6 is good.
Next time, tell me before I come all the way out here. Such people to watch. Oh, this was like TV. Oh, shit. All right, so I made a short film. I'm known for it. I'm known for the short film that I made. It's called Blow Me Down Softly. Has anybody seen Blow Me Down Softly? No one? No, can we ask them out there? No one?
Anyone?
All right, that's cool. Well, it won an award at the film festival. It won shortest worst film at the shortest worst film festival. And yeah, it's called Blow Me Down Softly. It's about this army captain that takes his platoon to an Applebee's during the war, and he convinces his platoon that it's better to just eat onion rings and like appetizers and like an awesome blossom, or instead of going into the war and getting killed. So he convinced them of that. So they're just hanging out at an Applebee's. It's a great film. And then when the colonel calls, he's like, all right, platoon, can we keep it down a bit? Keep it down. He's like, Colonel? Yes, we're in the middle of some real heavy fire here. Colonel? Yeah, we're right in the middle of all that. Colonel, can you hear that? Can you hear how that's guns? Another order of onion rings. Colonel, yeah, we're right in the thick of it. That was a helicopter, Colonel. Another round of beer, so. Colonel, you're still there. Colonel. Colonel. That was that joke? That's kind of a on a low note thing. All right. Let's bring up your next comic. Who do we got going here? I think I've warmed up the room quite a bit. You guys feel warm?
Yeah.
Feel warm?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm a good host. Ooh, boy. Andrew Burcastro! Again! No. Let's get Mark Glad up here. Mark Glad.
Andrew, you sure you don't want to go again? I don't want to follow him. Oh, okay, thank you, Ray. Thank you. I don't know if I was actually going to open up with my joke about Dragon Ball Z, but you guys would have to watch 10 episodes for the punchline. But so anyway, I don't know. Like I was in the home economics. I don't know if anyone's familiar. You know, they kind of sucked. It took me weeks to work on making like the perfect lasagna, right? Weeks, the perfect lasagna. I spent all day on it, and I still got a bad grade. I still failed the class, but at least I learned a lesson. Never ever cook during gym class. Anyway, yeah, but I don't know if anybody is keeping up with well, not it's actually not anything recent. What happened is this guy Fred Phelps did this video. I don't know if anybody knows who Fred Phelps is. He's pretty much the leader of the Westboro Baptist Church, who pretty much go around to funerals telling people that they deserve to die. They pretty much hate anyone who's gay. They hate soldiers. They hate Jewish comedians. And so... exactly, there you go. So anyway, so what happened is right after George Carlin died, Fred Phelps, the leader of the Westboro Baptist Church, he went online and he did a video talking about how George Carlin is now in hell for his use of the First Amendment, the same First Amendment that these guys use to go around and tell people that they deserve to die. And I don't know, I mean, like, I really shouldn't be talking for God, but yeah, while George Carlin said about God was pretty mean, I guess I would be kind of offended if somebody went around telling everybody that I don't exist. But I'd be a lot more pissed off if somebody went around telling people that I hate gay people and that I'm the reason why every soldier is dead. Well, why all the dead soldiers are dead. Thank you, thank you. In addition to George Carlin, and let me tell you something, Mr. Phelps, okay? George Carlin gets up there and he gets laughs, while racists like Daniel Carver or homophobes or just prejudiced people like yourself go up there and they get boozed. George W. Bush got both. Anyway, in addition to George Carlin, Fred Phelps also believes that Jerry Seinfeld is going to join him in hell. I never thought a guy who goes around talking about how much he hates everybody, how much everybody deserves to die, would draw the line at Jerry Seinfeld. I would like if he could just come clean and say, I am Fred Phelps, I am totally okay with going around telling people they deserve to die, but damn it, I draw the line at what's the deal with these parachutes? Damn it, I will not stand for that. And if you are such a genius, go around and talk about how religious you are when anybody, I don't know, has read the 10 Commandments, knowing thou shalt not murder, something apparently you can make the exception for in your rants. Anyway, and why is it, Mr. Phelps, that when two men who love each other blow each other, it's a sin, but two members from your Westboro Baptist Church blow each other, it's a Friday night? Please explain that to me. I would like if he would just come clean and admit, my name is Fred Phelps and I have stolen all of the gayness in the world to make the sacred cock you don't see above my mouth. I mean, this guy is to gayness what Team Rocket is to Pokemon. He wants to steal it all for himself. Anyway, alright, back to the one-liners. That's my, this new channel working on, but also a lot of people are mad at Chick-fil-A. As a vegetarian, I just want to say welcome. Yeah, but, yeah, let's go some, so when I was in high school, this one guy asked me how many women I'd slept with, and I didn't feel like answering, so I just held up the peace sign, and he said, oh, hey, not bad. Yeah, that's a new one then. What does Django have in common with any silent film starring Zac Efron? Both are silent D movies. Wait for it. Yeah, you got it. There we go. They get it again. All right. I'm going to do a few more. I was watching Fox News back in 2005, and they did this, they're working on this news story where apparently these people were making thongs. I'm not making this up. They actually were making thongs where the target audience were 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. I think that's disgusting. I think it's really horrible that they're trying to make preschool girls dress up like modern-day 12-year-olds. And this is what I'm going to leave before you want to get ready. Should have opened with that. Okay, I'll do 2 more. All right. One of my friends is this really tall guy. He said, "Mark, I'm sorry for all the times I made fun of you for being a short Jew, but it was hard not to. You're a really short Jew." And I said, "Well, I'm sorry for the time I used a slingshot to hit you with a rock, but it was hard not to. You were trying to take over my village." Okay, now, some of these buses have these advertisements on the back, and this was in American Apparel. American Apparel is a clothes shop. Despite that, their motto was wearing next to nothing. Think of like a Katy Perry, and I don't know, just like on the, just lying like this, like a very very skimpy clothes, like suit, like her whole ass was exposed, and I thought, wow, that's a nice ass. So I immediately drove around to the front of the bus because I wanted to see what her tits looked like. Thanks, everyone, and good night.
There we go. Okay. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. Give it up for Mark. Yeah! That's great. That's great for Mark. Yep. So I just saw the preview for the movie Wrong Turn 5. So the preview for Wrong Turn 5. I think they should let someone else drive. You know what I mean? Every turn that guy makes leads to some angry hill people. Have you seen that movie Total Recall? It's about that Alzheimer's patient who comes out of a coma. What the fuck am I talking about? An Alzheimer's patient who comes out of a coma. You remember this film, Total Recall, and he recognizes his scrotum. That's Scrotal Recall. That's Scrotal Recall. I'm sorry. Not Total Recall. Scrotal Recall. That's where he recalls his scrotum. Yeah. Okay. Well, here we got someone great coming up. Someone real great. Mark Glatt.
We've done 4 shows together. How do you not know my name yet?
I know it. Oh, we've done 4?
Well, they're open mics, but still.
Oh, yeah, I know you. This is all part of my act. Sarah Gallagher.
Yeah, Sarah.
Where's Sarah? Bring her on up. All right.
Sarah.
That's a big waste of clapping. That is a big waste of clapping. All right, so let's get the next one on the list. Danette A. Mark.
Yeah!
Okay.
Thank you, Ray.
Welcome.
Oh, y'all look like clean, nice people. You're so not. You see my shit, so no. All right, well, I'm doing this no-shave winter, because I'm disgusting. And also, I just, like personal challenges. But I'm very confident, though, about it, because, I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to get laid if my armpits look like this guy's beard. I was going to just use the top, but it's easier. It's easier that way. Nice beard, though. I'm not saying anything bad about it. And then also, the other challenge would be, like, my bush. Like, how big am I going to let that get? Bush, right away. Just right away. So I'm thinking, like, if it's, like, when I zip up my jeans, it's, like, inevitable that I get my pubic hair. That's my goal. Personal goals are very important to have. Okay, so I'm a mother of 2, and I'm pretty nice to my kids. I don't talk about my pubic hair to them or anything. I feel like you're in great shape. You're in great shape. Like, what's going on with your arms? Like, really toned. I'm like, because I have this workout I'm doing called the Treat Your 5-year-old Like a Baby workout. And my biceps are really strong with them in and out of the front of the shopping cart. That's how it works. And he's really cute, though, because he's got, he likes to draw pictures. My little 5, draw pictures. A turkey, it was yellow. It was really cute. And the center of it was a red heart, a red dot. He goes, "That's a heart, Mommy. That's so cool." And then I go, what's that brown dot? He goes, "Poop." Of course, it's a 5-year-old's favorite word, poop. You know, I got kid jokes. I got right now tonight. I got a lot of them. So, okay, so then I had an accident in the kitchen, a number 2 accident, which is, of course, involving poop. And the first person my son wants to tell, of course, is his teacher. So I go to pick him up, you know, and he goes, hey, my mom pooped her pants yesterday. You know, kids don't lie, so all I can do is look at her and go, yeah. So, and my kids are, like, really cool, because I was really not, like, a really good kid at all. I was kind of a naughty kid. Like, my son, Nathan, the older one, blew up 2 balloons. You know, what's he going to do with that, right? Puts them up over his head. Like, they're antenna. I'm like, thank God. Because if it were me, I would have blown them up in front of my chest and said, hey, Mom, I'm the African woman on the cover of National Geographic. And then I would take a pen and pop one on the schedule. Because I knew what that was when I was young, too. And my grandfather used to have a VHS collection of all these movies. And I used to read all the descriptions. Just to see, you know, it's the dirtiest movie I can possibly find. You know, because I was curious. And then he caught me one day, he busted me out. And he's like, Dad, get over here. I'm like, what? He's like, you know what you did, what movie you took? I'm like, I don't know, Grandpa, I was just curious what Debbie was doing in Dallas. All right, and so you hear about the perpetrator? That guy that on the airplane that was touching women when they're sleeping? Yeah. No one heard about that? Well, apparently this guy was like just a professional man, I guess he got busted, touching women on planes, and he chose a woman, I guess he chose a couple that were coming back from their 34th wedding anniversary from Las Vegas to Chicago. And they had a vacant seat between them, that's why he chose them. So apparently the husband picked the seat, the aisle seat, because you wanted to have access to the bathroom, giving the perpetrator access to her thighs. So, which is really good. And he also was caught, I don't know whether he had him like flying without supervision, because he was apparently caught before, like groping somebody else in front of him. You know, and it's a woman in front of him. So what was his testimony going to be? Well, you know, I was there and I thought the seat lever was under her breast. But then she woke up and then, you know, I discovered it wasn't there. And not everybody always try to tell you about the profession of the perpetrator. Like, who really cares? Like, what he does. Like, who cares? You know, if he's an astronaut, who cares? I landed on the moon. So? You know, while you're up there in 0 gravity, in your spare time in outer space, you were groping bitches. And I don't even care if my breast levitated towards you, you know? Whatever, man. So my son was in the car with me, we were driving, and he was like covering his ears. He couldn't take it anymore. He's like, I can't stand this. Shut it off. It's hurting me. So I discovered that the male disdain for Coldplay starts at an early age. All right, and I have one more set I'm going to do. So you know that I call like the women in their 40s and 50s cougars?
Oh yeah.
You know? They're looking for like younger men, right? What would you call like a 70 or 80-year-old woman kind of looking for a younger man, right? I would think the saber-toothed tiger. And you think, what would their pickup line be? You know, hey, I have lots of experience and I can take my teeth out. And I'm thinking about this a lot because I've been getting all these emails from promoting senior dating sites. So, and I'm like, well, if I want to meet senior singles in your area, if I want to meet a senior single, wouldn't I just go like to the bingo hall or something? Why do I need these emails? And I want to log on to them though, because I'm kind of curious. Like, what would the handles be? What would the handles the old people be using? Like, Mabel is still able, or like old Betty is always ready, or something. You know? And that's it. I'm going to leave that.
All right. Okay, give it up for Danette. You just did. Okay. Do it again. Very good. Good stuff. You know, not to bring the room down, but my mother's dog died a few years ago. I don't know why you'd laugh at that. But anyway, no, it is funny. Yeah, my mother's dog died a couple years ago. Run over by a truck. Run over by a truck. Not so funny anymore, is it? Yeah. Think about that. Or don't. But anyway, my mother's dog, run over by a truck. I've had time to get over it. But a couple days after it happened, I remember me and my mom, we were walking down the road, And this is a true story. A little butterfly fluttered down, landed on the road, and my mom said, "Oh, that's Sophie. She's been reincarnated. She's okay. That's her. That's our dog come to say hello." And then a bus ran over the butterfly. And I said, "Mom, I think you're right. That was her." Yeah, that's the joke. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, we got some good comedians coming up. Comedians. We got, let's just go down this list. No, we won't. Do people do that? So at number 11, we got a Freddie Boom Boom. That's going to be fun. I can already tell that's going to be great. But right now, let's bring up a Chicago favorite, Pat Pope.
Yeah! How's everyone doing?
Yeah.
Alright, we were talking about cougars? I have slept with a cougar before, and the weirdest thing about it was her pillow talk. She was talking about her kid. And I was actually identifying more with her son than I was with her. She's like, "Oh, yeah, he was smoking pot, and I know it. So, you know what I did?" I'm like, "What'd you do?" She's like, "I took his pipe and I threw it out." I'm like, "You fucking bitch." That's an old joke, and I haven't done it for years. So, who here takes the bus to work? Woo! Or takes the bus in general? Yeah. How much does it suck having to get up for the elderly, the pregnant, and the disabled? I gotta be honest, if you're not at least 2 to 3, I'm probably not getting up for you. I'm to the point now where I'm gonna start testing people. You're getting out with the cane, I'm gonna kick that bitch away and see if you could walk. And if you did, I feel like a miracle worker. I really did that joke so I could lead them to this one. I was on the bus the other day, something very bad happened to me. I sat on my own nuts. Guys, how many guys here have ever accidentally sat on their own nuts? Oh my god, does that fucking hurt! To all the girls in the room, sitting on your nuts is anything but comfortable. They're not bouncy bags, they're not beanbag chairs. You can't take your scrotum and stretch it and make a nice little hammock out of it. Dude, I'm fucking up already. I've been watching Michael Strahan and Kelly Ripa lately. You guys watch that at all? Alright, fucking start. Because these two are the goofiest motherfuckers on TV. And I don't mean like they're wacky or, you know, goofy. They're fucking... God. Alright, starting that joke over. Who here watches Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan? Woo! Alright, well fucking start, because these two are the goofiest motherfuckers on TV. I mean, SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick don't even hold a torch to these two. Alright. I'm doing terrible. Does anyone know anyone who changed their name after high school? You know, like they're Mike in high school and now all of a sudden they're Greg. Really? Moving on. Yeah, this whole bit sucks. I keep telling myself I can rehearse my bit like 5 minutes before I go on, and this keeps happening to me. So I used to be a big pothead in high school, but I wasn't like a smart pothead. To give you guys an idea of how dumb of a pothead I was, I used to blow bomb hits in my shirt, so I'd go to school reeking like pot. I'm not saying it's the coolest thing I've ever done, but if I saved the school bus full of children, that would still be number 2 on the list. So one time I got stoned before school. It was in driver's ed, and I was actually driving the car. And my instructor turned to me and he goes, "Boy, you smell like you're smoking something." And I looked at him and I go, I wore this sweatshirt yesterday. And he looks at me and he goes, "So you were smoking marijuana yesterday?" And I go, "Yeah, sir, I won't do it again." And he looked at me and he goes, "I'm not your father." And he let me keep driving the car, knowing I was stoned. I used to actually want to be a teacher, and then I realized I would be a fucking terrible teacher. Mainly because I would just grade everyone purely on how I felt about them. There wouldn't be an actual grading scale. you know, and I'd probably be ditching class with the stoners, ripping hitters in the bathroom. I'm just gonna do my rapper joke. So I really want to become a rapper, because they get to say bitches and hoes with immunity. I mean, it's their job, literally, to say bitches and hoes. You know what would happen to me at my job if I did that? One warning. Man, Jesus. So how's everyone's day going?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm so sorry. So I really pissed off my aunt the other day because I was making fun of her son-in-law. He's the biggest fan. He is obsessed with video games. To give you guys an idea of how obsessed he is, he put video games on his wedding registry. I'm not joking, he's 27 years old. So the other day, he asked if anyone wanted to play Xbox Live with them. And let me get to his page. Because I fucked with him really bad and started a family fight. I'll just read you guys the Facebook post in here. Basically, I started a family fight because my aunt got so mad that she, hold on. It's kind of lonely up here, actually. Where the hell are my friends? Oh, here we go. Bear with me, guys. This is probably the worst of the night. Okay, so he wrote on Facebook. Hold on. Oh no, it's not so. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Alright, so he wrote, setting up my Xbox 360 Xbox Live account. Who wants to jump on and be Xbox buddies? To which I immediately responded, 10-year-olds. And then his friend Matthew Bell wrote, yo, add me. And then Adam wrote, yo, what yo game tag? And he wrote Matthew Bell at KSI Viper UD. And then I responded for my cousin Adam. Adam's idea is fuck puberty, Adam, 10 years old. Then Adam wrote, yo, you got 13 yet? Matthew Bell wrote, I'm broke, man, just 12. Adam wrote, added you. Gregory Smith wrote, Schmitty1369. And now no one's paying attention to me, so I wrote, 420 pumping Pat 69. And now no one is listening to me at all, or like acknowledging me. So I really start to turn it up here. Alright, hey, any of you suck-ass bitches want to get it rammed down your throat? I just changed my name to Big Daddy Fart Fuck 69. Cannot believe there's 68 other people out there with the name Big Daddy Fart Fuck. And no one is responding to me this entire time, so I write again. Hey, who wants to jump on and get max hardcore? My new name is Diarrhea Queef 69 Shit Puke. You bitches want to get Call of Duty rowdy? And again, no one's responding to me. So then I wrote, hey guys, had to change my name from Diarrhea Queef 69 Shit Puke due to all the confusion with Queef Diarrhea 69 Shit Puke. New name, guys? Gang raped and gaped, cum blast gagged. It gets worse. And no one acknowledges me this entire time. So then I write, hey sluts, I'm gonna slap you with my dick the only way a pimp knows how. The name? HIV anal cum blood. Let's rock. And then my aunt got really pissed off at me, and I'm just gonna get off stage. Keep going. Fucking hot up here.
1 minute.
Okay, so my aunt got really mad at me, and she wrote, I'm sweating like a motherfucker up here. She wrote, hey asshole, good idea, knock it off, sober up and apologize before I fucking disown you. Just because Uncle Joe gets away with being an asshole doesn't mean we need another one in the family. What makes you think you're better? Now, my Uncle Joe is not my Aunt Marie's husband. It's my Aunt Pauline's husband. And my Aunt Pauline responded, wow, Marie, calm down. Love you, Adam, Sarah. Love you, Adam and Sarah. Please don't bring my husband into this on Facebook. And he certainly doesn't get away with being an asshole in my opinion. Okay, that's my time.
All right, Pat. Yeah. Good show, good show. Still plugging along here. So I remember when the movie came out that was based on the books by Stephanie Meyer, the phenomenon of the teenage vampire phenomenon. When I saw the what the fuck am I saying? When I saw the movie poster, I said to my friend, "Hey, what is Twilligict?" He said, "No, that's pronounced Twilight." And I looked closer and said, "Oh yeah." You're right, it's Twilight. I don't know what I'm saying. You like impressions?
Yeah.
These are so the Stallone brothers, Frank and Sly Stallone, talking to each other. Sly, you're gonna put me in a movie sometime. You haven't put me in any of your movies. I'm your brother Frank. What are you doing? You know? Well, yeah, Frank, I might put you in, my new Expendables movie, Expendables 12. Yeah, you'll be good in that, I think. What happened to Expendables 3 through 11? Well, they were expendable. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool, Sly. So, you want to go work out? Yeah, let's go do it. Alright, let's bring up our next performer. Here we go.
Is it alright if I really quick just interject one announcement?
Not at all.
There's just not enough people attacking the beer, so who needs a beer?
There's not enough people
Okay.
attacking the beer.
Because, trying to get good laughs here, so it's part of the secret is,
Drink up.
Get drunk, people.
And also, Jay Harris, you're going up number 9, which is after Sean.
Timmy, say hi to Jeff.
I don't know if Sean Holland is even here. Oh, you're Sean. Oh, okay. Cool. Who else? One more. Who else? Come on.
Who wants a beer? Give it. Yeah, he's ready.
You can carry on.
All right. Okay. For our next performer, someone that you're going to love as much as I do, and I love her a medium amount. I love her quite a lot. Sarah Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, I feel like I just need to address the fact that this is a remarkably creepy opening mic. It was like no name, random address on Facebook. I told my roommates I'm like they're webcasting it, so you'll know where to find my body. And then I walk in and some dude's talking about like anal cum blood and bitching about his family. I'm like, are you gonna make me put the lotion on? Because I'm a curvy girl and I live in mortal fear that there's gonna be a Buffalo Bill copycat. No one seems silent. Seriously, Jay Harris, you're old enough. You know what I'm talking about. Gals, I'm going to throw this out there. All right, stay with me. I propose that for 1 week, 7 calendar days, we stop being annoying. Like, what if we just try a different strategy? 7 days. Don't talk about your cellulite and how you just get along better with boys, Like, you're smarter than you come across. Like, even if you're not that smart, you're smarter than you come across, And, like, we're never going to get equal pay until we stop taking astrology seriously. Get out of my village and into a business, you gals. Start the fucking revolution. Does anybody else have this problem? When you play Buck Hunter, you start feeling real Republican. I just immediately start hating Mexicans and thinking, you're right, we don't all deserve access to good health care, And then, I freak out and I put down the plastic gun and rip off the Daisy Dukes and camo crop top that magically appeared and just make out with the black dude to make sure it doesn't stick, Which is, really easy for me because 100% of black dudes love me. Okay, that's obviously a gross generalization. Some of them are gay.
Does it sound weird just to me? Is there like a weird-ish, like, is the reverb or gain really fast?
You use that one. Yeah,
Can you tell that I used to be a musician, I was an asshole, and left a successful music career to do this shit? Possibly get murdered and gang raped by a bunch of comics. That's the worst people to get gang raped by. Because they're just sad. I'm like, oh, you're not even powerful. You know? So I'm 27, which means that all my friends are starting to go to rehab. Apparently that happens when you get into your late 20s, no one told me. And I'm like really happy for them and all, but like, does their recovery have to cut into my morning? Like, do we have to make amends at 9 a.m.? Really? Like, I sleep fine. I am not up all night thinking about the time you made me spring you from jail after you got too drunk at a Dave Matthews concert freshman year. You know? Not up thinking about that. Why don't you make amends with the fucking cop who had to change the underpants you shit? You know, he's probably up. He's probably a morning person. You know? And like, I know you just discovered a whole new part of your day. You know, like, and for the record, I have seen a sunrise. Sometimes I'm up that late. You know? Like, remember that time you made me wait for 16 hours at a Greyhound station before you remembered to pick me up? You can wait till 2. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Sometimes when I look at balls, I'm like, am I gay? There's nothing like a hairy nutsack dangling in your face to make you feel like if you tried hard enough, you might be able to chop down some pussy. Am I right, Cal? You know, which is saying a lot, because dating a woman would suck. You know, like, if I didn't give myself a pass on all the hoops I make you dudes jump through to get into my pants, I wouldn't even masturbate. You know, I'd just sit my right hand down and be like, ain't no pussy worth that shit. You know? I'm such an asshole to do, seriously. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not going to change it. You know, it's a weird gray area that I live in. How are we doing? Am I doing good, right, man? 2 minutes? Is that enough time to tell you the story of how I got evicted from 2 double-wide trailers in 1 calendar year? You guys want to hear that one?
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who are real human beings and are therefore unfamiliar with the concept of a double-wide, it is like a normal trailer, but twice as wide. It's, you know, it's double the fun. And the first one was in Moab, Utah, where I rented a room from, I shit you not, a Mormon and an ex-con. The ex-con I didn't mind so much. But the Mormon would not shut up about how much anal he had with his girlfriend. And it got to the point where I sat this girl down and I was like, sweetheart, what is up with all the butts? And she's like, well, I don't have vaginal intercourse. I'm still a virgin. I was like, honey, in the real world, that is the last wall to crumble. You know? 2 weeks later, the ex-con got busted for meth dealing, so I didn't so much get evicted as my home got impounded. 1 calendar year later, I'm living in a double-wide trailer, 6 people, 3-room, deep shaft carpeting in rural Tennessee. Like, so far out, they don't even bother naming shit anymore. You know, it's just like rural Route 12. That's all you hill people get. You know? It's like, and there's this knock on the door, you know, and I answer it, you know, in a brawn and miniskirt because it was noon and I was drunk. You know, I didn't know who was at the door. It could have been fucking friend. It could have been Jesus. I didn't give a fuck. You know, it was my landlord, and he just like gave me this look of crestfallen disappointment. Like, similar to what I would imagine, like, Mrs. Sandusky has on her face a lot of the time, you know, just like... And he was like, your lawn looks like a sea of Miller Lite cans with a lawn chair floating in it. And it is unspeakable what you did to those ducklings. Okay, I'll tell you, you guys are not thinking that's funny. It is horrifying. We bought ducklings at a flea market like you do when it's noon and you're drunk. And you're like, no, great, I'll be a great parent. Which is maybe how a lot of us got here. And so I picked up a few ducklings, and I was like really making a go at it. I bought a kiddie pool. and I made it like a little water park out of paper towel tubes and blunt clips. And, you know, and then we got real drunk and stoned and left them outside. And I was like, that's cool. It's their natural habitat, you know. And then, like, their natural predator, the German Shepherd next door, caught wind of it. I'm not proud. But I'm saying it was kind of fair that I got evicted from that double wide. It was like a duck massacre. I was like, fuck, let's get some fried chicken, man. That sounds delicious. I mean, I don't eat ducklings, but I'll eat the shit out of a duck. You know? Fair. I will eat baby cows, though. Veal is totally fair. It's a really arbitrary system. But it's a strong moral code that I live by. You know, don't ask me to define it. It's like honor among thieves and just like selective consciousness among carnivores. Who do I give this to? Thanks, Ray.
Yes, give her a big round of applause. Wonderful. How's everyone doing? Good. We're piling in, we're piling out, we're doing both. So, you see these shows with these little children? You know, like, what do they call them? Toddlers and tiaras? You've seen these shows? Little babies dressed up like adults? Those are weird, aren't they? Yeah. Weird shit. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. No, but yeah, toddlers and tiaras. And now they got the new show, they got newborns in negligees. That's where because a newborn comes right, they film right out of the womb and the newborn comes out right into a negligee and they parade it around and take pictures of it. You never seen this on MTV, newborns in negligee? I know. My favorite new show is Pretty Preemie Princess. Yes, that is where they have premature babies in incubators. And, you know, they're all dolled up looking like little princesses in the incubators, and they roll the incubators down the runway and just snap pictures. Pretty Preemie Princess. It's a wonderful show to get into. Wow. So, yeah. Okay. Where are we? I need glasses immediately. Okay. Sean Holland, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Thank you. I was actually really hoping to follow Scrotal Recall, but missed out on that one. I'd say this is a really classic place for my first open mic.
What?
Take it off now!
Just low it here a little bit.
Oh!
Yeah, my first open mic. I'm in someone's basement. There are panels missing from the ceiling. There's free PBR over here and the porn curtain, of course. Where are my jokes? Okay. So I firmly believe that most of us are two completely separate people. There's the person that has sex, and then there's the person that does everything else. I can tell by the laughter that some of you understand what I'm talking about. And people, men especially, girls too, I guess, maybe not the ones I've been having sex with, but we say some weird shit. Not me. But other guys, they say weird shit. They'll just be like, you know, oh God, it's so hard to like a full metal jacket. Thank God she's not listening. She's just like, if you're good. She's feeling it. Next joke. You ever get hit on by a girl that's so ugly you let the gay guy next to her hit on you instead? Yeah. That happened to me on a cruise ship 11 or 12 months ago. Can't escape a cruise ship. Can't jump off. I mean, you can jump off, I guess. If you know how to swim. I don't know how to swim. I actually almost drowned when I was 9. But, you know, that night on the cruise ship was not a total loss. I ended up making out with a cute Brazilian girl for most of the evening. But I couldn't close the deal. I couldn't, because I had nowhere to bring her back to. I was staying with my buddy. You know, we shared a room, so I couldn't bring her back to my. I'm not one of those people who can have sex with someone else in the room. Like, some people can do this. My old roommates in college could do this. Yeah, I cannot do that because, you know, God knows what. Of course, they're pretending to be asleep, but they're not asleep. Like, I would get way too self-conscious to be able to pull anything like that off. And I would do, like, when I was a kid, I would sit in the corner and I would, you know, I'd pretend to be asleep, like, but my one eye is like slightly agape. It's like, I could see what's going on in this room. That's what I imagine my roommate would have done if I had brought her back. So. Next joke. I notice that a lot of comics like to name their jokes. Usually jokes go setup, punchline, and these jokes go like setup, fake punchline, punchline. So it'll be like setup, Dick Cheney. Punchline, George Bush. I like to call that joke Dirty Politicians. That wasn't meant to be funny. That was just like an example of like, what a funny joke might be like. But like it can get like kind of outrageous a little bit. Like you'll be laughing out there like, ha, 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 like I just told a funny joke, and I'm up here like, ha, ha. You know, that joke is called prison rape. Other jokes on the. So the other day, I wore my watch upside down because some men just want to watch the world burn. Other men tell jokes about how some men want to watch the world burn to cover up the fact that they're stupid and didn't realize that at 5:20 p.m. the sun, for some reason, is going up. Some of you are going to check your watches to assess the accuracy of that joke. I assure you, it is not. If you didn't like that joke, that's fine. It's gone, dead. It's never coming back. I won't say it again. Because only the fittest jokes survive long enough to pass on their genes and have smaller, funnier jokes of their own. It's called Darwinism. It's not to be confused with social Darwinism, which, as far as I can tell, is how well we can lie to each other. For example, how do I look, Sean? You look fat. Boom! Dead. Rewind that situation. How do I look, Sean? You look ravishing. And the species continues. That joke was about sex. And me having it with my girlfriend. Just kidding, I don't have a girlfriend. Moving on. You ever hold the door open for someone who's like 25 or 30 feet away? That's fucking awkward. They do that awkward jog towards you. Yeah, and then if they don't jog towards you, they're the asshole. Like, you're forcing them to run towards you with their laptop bouncing heavily on one shoulder. Like, what the fuck, man? I didn't want to jog today. I'm all sweaty, slightly early to my meeting. Fuck you. You've been caught, this is mostly for the guys in the room. You've been caught in that, like, 15-foot spear behind a girl, walking behind a girl? It's like 15 of the most fucking stalkerish feet of your life, right the fuck behind a girl. And, you know, somehow, you know, there's this 15-foot spear behind her. And you don't know how you got there because she was either walking slower and you were walking faster earlier, and then somehow, once you get into this little sphere, you're walking in lockstep. And you can't speed up, because then she's going to she's going to give you a dirty look. I'm going to look at this asshole. Okay, thank you. Fucker. Can't slow down, because then you look like a puss, and you'll be late. Joke needs work. I had a joke that was supposed to be about grapes or something. Oh, that joke was supposed to end, so the sphere, the 15-foot sphere, yeah, that's a no-win situation. That's what that is. Unless you rape the girl. Okay, so then that one of you is a rapist, and then she ends up losing that situation. You know what's funnier than rape jokes?
What?
Grape jokes. Why'd the grape cross the road? That's right. To avoid getting raped. That joke wasn't sexist. That was an androgynous grape. Neither male nor female. Next joke. Almost to the end. I think that on Thursday, tell me if this is like, kind of like distracting you guys. I kind of like to walk back and forth and pace a little bit while I do my thing up here. Is it distracting? Show of hands, it's not distracting? It is? Yeah.
It's cool.
Raise right there, dude. I was in the merchandise mart on Thursday, and I think that a hobo crawled up into the air duct system and exploded. I just remember walking through there, and the smell was this. I remember this look of inadvertent look of horror just creeping across my face as I was like smelling. I don't know if any of you were there. Guess it looks like you weren't. All right, almost done. I don't know if any of you were there, but it was horrifying. It was a terrible smell. And I walked out, and you know, I was surprised when I walked out. You know, I expected to see the you know, the hobo retrieval evacuation SWAT team outside, and I do expect that Chicago has one of those. If they don't, they should have one soon. Fuck that joke up. Okay. Last but not least, we had a few people over to our place on some made-up weekend for the purposes of this joke, and a song by Jay-Z